Sunderland are beyond a meme at this point. I just kind of feel sorry for them. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but Sunderland are going to be a third division side for another season after the EFL decided to finish the third division season. This comes after their loss in the promotion playoff final last year to Charlton. Black Cats fans, I feel quite sorry for you. You were a staple of the Premier League for so long, and now you're a staple of League One. So today we head to the north of England as we take over Sunderland and rebuild them. But lads, we are on the push for 400,000 subscribers, and still over 90% of you guys watching the video right now are not subscribed to the channel, so make sure you change that. Make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. If you have not had the pleasure of seeing a rebuild video in the past, here are the rules. So the main objective is to win the UEFA Champions League. Every game in the rebuild is simulated except for the Champions League final. The transfers can be as unrealistic or realistic as we like. There's a big focus on the transfer window. And finally, of course, don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. There's the rules. Let's get into the rebuild. So this is what our starting lineup looks like for Season 1. Honestly, not a bad side. I fully intend to get automatic promotion to the championship this season. I'm just hoping Will Grigg can step up. He's the club record signing, but we're going to have to definitely make some improvements to the side. And the first piece of business is to bring in a new attacking midfielder, Santiago Rodriguez. Naturally a right winger, can play attacking midfield though. The Uruguayan coming across for £1.7 million from Nacional. But it is a player departure now as Chris Maguire is headed to the Turkish league. A bit of American flair to the squad, however. It is Jesus Ferreira joining from FC Dallas for £2.3 million. I mean, Sunderland do have a history of American strikers. Here's hoping this guy's better than Altidore was. We're on a bit of a roll here. One player in, one player out. The latest player out is John McLaughlin. Charlie Wyke also leaving the club, headed to Konyaspor for £740,000. Another player out of the club, it is Alim Ozturk, headed to Beijing for $490k. I've decided a full overhaul up front is necessary. We've brought in Ferreira, and now we have signed this man, the Spaniard Hugo Duro, coming across from Getafe for 1.5 mil. And also a new man in between the sticks here, Ivan Zlobin, the Russian goalkeeper, coming across from Benfica for £3 million. Maybe overpaid a little bit. So there we go. That is the opening transfer window in charge of Sunderland. 4 players in, 4 players out. That is some fantastic business. Let's go look at the squad quickly. So as you can see, some necessary improvements following the first transfer window. Surely we're going to have to get automatic promotion to the championship. It is looking that way. Halfway through the League One season, we find ourselves 9 points clear at the top of the table. Only the 1 loss all season. This is the form that Sunderland fans have been crying out for. I virtually blew our entire budget in that opening transfer window, so no business done here in January. It's up to the lads we already have in the squad to finish the promotion job. There it is, lads. We have done what the Sunderland team haven't been able to do in real life. We have been promoted back up to the championship here. 8 points ahead of Portsmouth, who have also been promoted with us, but we have won League One, so already some silverware to kick off our first season. In terms of relegation though, no surprise to see Bury going down to the 4th division. Gillingham, Southend United and AFC Wimbledon also all being relegated. Man City did win the FA Cup. Liverpool take down our rivals Newcastle United to win the Carabao Cup. Ipswich Town have won the Leasing.com trophy. Fleetwood are the side joining ourselves and Portsmouth in the championship next season. Okay. Man City win the Champions League and Inter Milan take down Man United to win the Europa League. So there we go. That's season number 1 done and dusted here with Sunderland. Did exactly what we intended to. Brought in some quality foundational players. Got promoted to the championship. Now, this is where the real test begins. We kick off life in the championship with a significant improvement to our backline. It is Ray Comer, a Swiss defender, coming across here for 4 million. I have decided to add a little bit of Australian flair to the squad. Australia's hottest prospect in football right now, Daniel Arzani, is signing from Manchester City for £4.2 million. Going to play him at the centre attacking mid spot. Time to sell a player though. Kyle Lafferty off to the MLS, and Lyndon Gooch, great name, off to Stoke City. Comer's going to have a partner in the back line here. It is Tanganga, the Spurs defender, the English prospect. Haven't signed him, if ever, I don't think, but we've spent a lot of money on him. The youngster signing for £6 million. Another player off to the MLS. This time it is the Kiwi defender Tommy Smith off to LAFC. And Connor McLaughlin is off to Darmstadt. Aiden McGeady, what a name, what a man. He's going to have to go apply his skills in the Brazilian league off to Internacional. A huge pickup here. Billy Gilmore, one of the hottest midfield prospects in English football, makes a permanent move. This would not happen in real life for this little amount of money, but £3.6 million to bring him across from Chelsea. And thanks to the power of modding, we have his game face in the game, so that's a nice little touch. So there we go, a real signal of intent here to start life off in the championship. I'm aiming to avoid relegation, but honestly, I don't know what to expect. Okay, mid-table, I will definitely take that. We find ourselves in 10th position here on 39 points. I mean, still technically in the hunt for promotion, only 11 points behind Forest. Back into the transfer business, however, it is Tom Flanagan, another one of our players, off to LAFC. He's going to link up with Tommy Smith. My God, though, Tom Flanagan, I'm sure, is a normal-looking bloke in real life, but that picture makes him look like an absolute crackhead. Duncan Watmore, what a potential future he was going to have. But we've decided to part ways with the Englishman, headed to Reading. Luke O'Nien was a little bit of a hero in the Sunderland Till I Die second season. He was a great lad from what we could see, but we've decided to sell him for just over £1 million. And that is so we could bring in a new right back to the squad, Sergio Lopez, joining us from Real Madrid, trying to get some players with big club experience so they can bring that mentality to the club. £2.3 million for the Spaniard. So there we go, 3 players out of the Stadium of Light so that we could bring in Lopez. Very interested to see how he goes, and very interested as well to see how the squad goes in the second half of Season 2. I mean, we're doing so well that even Derby County want us. But, I'm sorry lads, that is not happening. Okay, 11th position in the championship. I'll take it, it's a good start to life. At least we weren't in the relegation battle. It's definitely something to build upon now. In terms of promotion, it is Burnley and Norwich headed straight back up to the Premier League. Hull City, Fleetwood Town and Luton Town have all been relegated, however. Liverpool win a Merseyside Derby FA Cup final. Derbies galore here. The Manchester Derby going to Man City in the Carabao Cup final. And it is Sheffield United beating Stoke on a penalty shootout to find their way back up to the Prem. Barcelona win an All-Spanish Champions League final. And Man United shake off the voodoo of last season and they win the Europa League. So there we go. Season 2 done and dusted. The squad coming along quite nicely. Now I'm hoping to make a push for promotion. One of our starting 11 players out of the club here to kick off the 3rd season, Josh Scowen off to FC Basel for 3.45 mil. And a huge, massive pickup to kick off season number 3. I am not here to mess around. The board have given us a decent amount of money for a 2nd season in the championship, but we have signed Manuel Locatelli, the Italian midfielder, 80 rated. This is like when Wolves signed Neves when they were in the championship. I consider this a similar caliber. I have decided to loan out one of our younger players. Bali Mumba is headed to St. Pauli for the next season. But there we go. No surprise to see just the one signing in this window. When I'm spending £17 million as a championship club, you know that we aren't going to be able to do many more signings. But Locatelli into the side. That is brilliant. And here is how the starting 11 now looks with this signing of Locatelli. Very, very optimistic about our chances this season. There we go, lads. Halfway through the season, things are definitely going to plan. we find ourselves in second position, 6 points behind Fulham, 3 points ahead of Leeds. So definitely not home yet, but that's a positive start. More business to achieve here in January, however. Jordan Willis headed to Genk. George Dobson also off to the Belgian League, off to Ghent here for 6.45 million. I'm loading up, lads. I'm loading up for another decent signing. And there it is. That's the signing we were after. Lloyd Kelly making the step down from the Premier League, coming down from Bournemouth. We got him on a good deal. We got him for 7.2 mil. I'll take that. So there we go. Some necessary business. Kelly in, Dobson and Willis out. Are we going to go to the Premier League? Are we going to get Sunderland back up to the promised land? Let's find out. Get in there, lads. We do it comfortably. Fulham have absolutely torn up the league. They go undefeated and they finish 17 points ahead of us. But on the flip side, we comfortably get promoted as well, 11 points ahead of Leeds. On the other end of the spectrum, Swansea City have been relegated, which surprises me, but they've been relegated alongside Blackburn and Peterborough. Liverpool win yet another FA Cup. Man City win the Carabao Cup. Leeds have lost the Championship playoff final, but it is Nottingham Forest joining ourselves and Fulham up in the Prem. Barcelona win yet another Champions League title, and this time it is Chelsea, Europa League champions. Quick little look at how the lads are progressing. Our top growers in the squad, Ferreira already a 79, Gilmore a 76. Very, very excited to see how these guys hold their own in the Prem. But we have restored Sunderland's status in the top flight. Now it's up to us to take them further than what they ever reached without this capitulation they had. I have decided to make a big move in between the sticks to kick off life in the Premier League. Luis Maximiano is coming across here for £25 million from Real Betis. And I have also decided to upgrade the defense. Defense is going to keep us in the Prem. It is Tamori coming down from Chelsea. 21.3 mil. Lads, our squad numbers are getting quite dim here. So as you can see, I'm currently in the process of signing a load of free agent players just to keep squad numbers up. More free agents accepting offers here. I don't expect these guys to be world beaters, but it's going to be handy having them on our books so they can grow in the background and either become bench players or reserve players for us, or we can sell them on for a profit down the line. We are absolutely shipping them in here, but here is our last little batch of free agent players. So a transfer window heavy on player recruitment, the big signings of Maximiano and Tamori, and then a lot of free agent regen players. But as we look to battle it out in our first season of the Premier League, this is how the squad looks. Definitely very, very balanced. Need some of our key players to really step up for us. Need Locatelli to carry a lot of the load. But I'm very interested to see whether we're a relegation battled side or a mid-table side, or whether we win the bloody Prem. That would be nice. So there's our answer. At the moment, it looks like we are a comfortable mid-table side. I mean, we're 14 points clear of the bottom right sides, but we're not really pushing for European football. But 11th position for our first year in the Prem is a strong start. And I've decided to pull the trigger and make things a little bit crazier here. Timo Werner is going to be joining us next season at Sunderland, Season 5. We'll see the German superstar jump up front for us. Very excited. He is going to make us such a better squad. I love pre-contracts. I don't make the signings too often, but when I do, I make them count. Absolutely buzzing to have Timo Werner into the side next season. But let's see how we finish Season 4. Are we going to stay mid-table, or are we going to go up? We're going to go down. Let's find out. Nope. We stay exactly where we were meant to be. 11th position with Sunderland. Great start to life in the Premier League. At the top of the league, however, it is Liverpool winning another Premier League title. And down bottom, it is Crystal Palace, Fulham, and Nottingham Forest all being sent down to the Championship. Chelsea have won the FA Cup, ending Liverpool's reign of terror. Man City have won yet another Carabao Cup. Atletico Madrid stopped Barcelona from winning 3 Champions Leagues in a row. And it is AC Milan winning the Europa League on penalty. So we continue to defy expectations with this Sunderland side. Very happy with the start to life we've had. Very happy with the start of the Premier League we've had. But now we need to build upon these good foundations. I have decided to part company with Ere Comer, the Swiss defender, headed to Wolfsburg for a decent fee, 25.6 million. And I've gone crazy here, lads. I've spent virtually our entire budget bringing in Martin Ødegaard, the Norwegian attacking midfielder, 88 million pounds from Juventus. That is unreal. Our squad has gone to another level here. So there we go, a massive window in terms of players in Ødegaard. What a pick up to the side. We've also sold Comer, Zlobin and Robson, as you did see earlier. The squad has taken a whole new shape, especially with Werner coming in. Let's go, I'll go show you the squad. So I mean, that is just unreal. The squad is, I think we need to be pushing for, probably not Champions League football, but we could definitely challenge for Europa League football this season, especially as I expect a lot of our players to continue growing quite significantly. That is exactly what we were after halfway through the season. Well, on the 1st of January, we are in 5th position here, perfectly ingrained in a Europa League spot, but we have big teams like Liverpool breathing down our neck. We've also got Bournemouth and Watford breathing down our neck, so it's not a written on thing yet. Gonna do some more business here, however, in the January window. Sergio Lopez, I've decided to part companies with the Spaniard off to Goodison Park. And that is so we could bring in Max Aarons, a huge addition to the back line. The Englishman coming across from Everton. So Everton have helped us make this deal for 35.7 mil. There we go, lads. A window specifically focused on the right back role. And it is definitely a good trade-off in my opinion. We have held on, lads. We are finished in 5th position, meaning we have Europa League football coming to the Stadium of Light in Season 6. But I am very curious to see what happened with Liverpool. I mean, they were winning the league consistently, and now they've slipped down to 6th. In terms of relegation, however, West Ham United, Sheffield United, and Burnley all relegated. Man City have taken down Brighton to win the FA Cup, but Man United have stopped them from doing the domestic treble, winning the Carabao Cup on pens. Atletico Madrid go back-to-back as Champions League winners, and it is Leverkusen winning the Europa League. Just a quick look at how our season unfolded. Werner, 31 goals. What a season for the German striker. But anyways, that's the 5th season done and dusted. The squad progressing a lot quicker than I initially expected. Europa League football in Season 6. Let's see how we go. Taking a big step into making us a Champions League qualifying side, Ruben Dias, 88 rated. We have paid 65 million pounds for the Portuguese defender to bring him across from Leipzig. And we have decided to part company with our man that's been here since the day dot. Hugo Doro headed back to Spain off to Atletico Madrid. But I'm pretty happy. We got 72.1 million pounds for him, my God. And I have decided to loan out one of our regen youngsters. Rafael Shu is headed to Levante. Yafet Tangana is leaving the club as well, off to Valencia. We got 40 million pounds for him. Oh, I love this game, lads. Alphonso Davies. He's come off the back of winning a Bundesliga title with Bayern Munich in real life, but now he is a Sunderland man. The Canadian signs for 59.5 million pounds from Atletico Madrid. So there we go, a massive window, making our squad so much better. Diaz and Davies in, Duro and Tangana out of the squad. Oh, I have a good hope. I have hope for this season. I had hope, but not this much hope. On the 1st of January, we are top of the Premier League table, tied on points with Man United. But that is incredible. I did not expect us to come out that strong. We are doubling down in this transfer window, lads. Kai Havertz is coming across from Real Madrid. A glamour move from beautiful, sunny Madrid to just even better, just glorious Sunderland. Oh, it's the dream move for Kai Havertz. I'm sure he's come out and said, I've dreamt of playing for Sunderland since I was a kid, but We have spent £120 million on the Germans. Changing pace just a little bit here, but I have decided to loan out Diomande, one of our young regen players, to Stade Rennais. And I've also decided to loan out Castagne to West Ham United. So there we go. Kai Havertz into the club, breaking the club record or club transfer record. So I hope he's going to do well for us. Are we going to hold on and win the Premier League title with Sunderland? Let's go find out. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Sunderland, Premier League champions. What a sight that is. Centurions, just the 3 losses all season. Premier League champions, and we have Champions League football coming to the Stadium of Light in Season 7. At the other end of the spectrum, however, Nottingham Forest, Wolves, and Brentford are all relegated. We have lost the FA Cup final, though. It would have been great to get our hands on an FA Cup. We got beaten quite comfortably by Man United. But we have won the Carabao Cup here with Sunderland. Let's go. We got some silverware. What a side. What a season, man. AC Milan did go ahead and win the Champions League title this season. And we have won the Europa League title with Sunderland. Let's go. So we've done the treble. Carabao Cup, Premier League, Europa League. What a season. Fellas, I am absolutely blown away by the season we have had. Season 6 has been nothing short of a success. And now we have Champions League football ahead of us in Season 7. Are we going to get the job done? This isn't fair, lads. This isn't fair. I have signed Kylian bloody Mbappe for £147 million. Oh my god. Oh my god. But on the other hand, I have sold Timo Werner here. Wanted to get rid of him before he hit the age of 30. It's a big decision. It's a controversial decision, but we have sold him for £147 million to Bayern Munich. And I have decided to sign a backup goalkeeper here, Aaron Ramsdale, just in case anything happens to Maximiano. Ramsdale comes up for £22.5 million from Manchester United. I have decided to sell on one of our regen players, Marin Escove, headed to Mattersburg for 1.85 mil. It is a backup season, lads. Nico Elvedi, £34.8 million to bring him across from PSG. So there we go, lads. A pretty crazy transfer window. Mbappe, Ramsdale, and Elvedi in. Werner and Marin Escove out. Oh my god, our team is nuts. If you needed any more backup or any more evidence that our team is nuts, I present it to you right here. 3 players into the 90s. I fully expect players like Diaz, Davies, and even Ferreira to hit the 80s this season. Unbelievable. This team is a cheat code. We are in the Champions League here for Season 7, and we have a pretty difficult group, but one I fully expect us to get out of. Juve, which obviously is our biggest opponent, Borussia Mönchengladbach, and then Stade Bucharest, I believe that is. An interesting group. I'm keen to see how we go. That is me wiping the floor with the group, lads. Undefeated. Only 4 goals conceded in the 6 games. That is unreal. But things get a little bit more serious here. For the round of 16, we have been drawn up against Inter Milan. We are on track, however, for another Premier League title here. 6 points clear of Liverpool at the top of the table. Not a single loss. I would love, absolutely love, if we were to go invincible. Have decided to make a pretty significant signing, though, for our bench. Edouard, we have signed him from Villarreal. £55 million is a lot of money for a backup player, but that is all that we need for our side right now, so I'm feeling very safe. There we go, just the signing of Edouard into the side on the bench. Keen to see what he can do if he's called upon, but everything going to plan. We won't have to use him. But it is time to get to business, lads. The Champions League knockout rounds here. Round of 16, we are on the road for the first leg, traveling to the San Siro, needing away goals to get off to a strong start. And after the first leg, the score line is a 1-0 loss. Okay, we are 1-0 down. Okay, bit of adversity ahead of us. Bit of adversity heading into this second leg. We need to make sure that we keep a clean sheet, because if Inter get themselves an away goal, that is a massive advantage for them. We're going to jump into the game here, and the scoreline is a 3-1 win. Let's go. What's that make? Is that 3-2 on aggregate now? We're through to the quarterfinals. Come on, lads. We've taken down the blue half of Milan. Now it's time for us to take down the red half of Milan. AC Milan versus Sunderland, two fallen giants, obviously on a different scale. Actually, no, that's not even fair. Why did I call Sunderland a fallen giant? Anyways, we're taking on AC Milan in the quarters. So we are at home for the first leg here. Need to keep a clean sheet, need to get off to a strong start. Don't want things being tough like they were against Inter. The scoreline against AC Milan is a 2-0 win. Kai Havertz and Ferreira both scoring. No injuries, no cards. No cards for both sides. Things going to plan so far. The big thing that makes me happy is that we kept a goddamn clean sheet. That takes a huge advantage play out of AC Milan's hands. We're 2-0 up here, the scoreline. After the second leg is a 2-2 draw. Come on, lads. Let's go. Sunderland through to the semi-finals. And again, no cards or injuries. Let's hope we don't get any in the semis. Jesus Christ, lads. Barcelona in the semis. They have dominated the Champions League for the entirety of this rebuild. And they are the huge challenge standing between us and a potential Champions League final where we'd be facing either Napoli or Valencia. So definitely one side of the coin here much stronger than the other. But we need to get past Barca. The first leg is at the Stadium of Light. Again, you guys know the rules. We need to keep a clean sheet. And the scoreline is a 1-1 draw. It's only one goal. They've got a very good side there, Barcelona. They got Haaland, they got Hudson-Odoi, De Jong, all these players. But we have kept them to a 1-1 scoreline. The Camp Nou is not an easy place to travel to at all, lads. It is a 1-1 scoreline as we head into the second leg. If we need to score, it's simple as that. If we don't score, we don't go. This is it, lads, for a spot in the Champions League final. We've done it! Let's go! Gilmore, Billy mate, bloody Billy Gilmore. No injuries, no suspensions. We've been pretty lucky in that regard. I don't know why I signed a bunch of backup players, but we are through the Champions League final with Sunderland to face either Napoli or Valencia. And the results are in. Our opponent in the Champions League final for season 7 is Napoli. Taking a look around at the other tournaments, it is RB Leipzig coming out as Europa League champions. We have gone back to back as Premier League champions in charge of Sunderland Football Club. That is absolutely brilliant. No losses, so we are champions. We are Centurions, and we are Invincibles. How bloody good. Not that it matters to us, but Sheffield United, Fulham, and Stoke have all been relegated. Unfortunately, though, we have lost the Community Shield at the start of the season to Man United. Man City have come out as FA Cup champions. Man City have also won the Carabao Cup. We couldn't go back to back there. But we did take down AC Milan at the start of the season to win the UEFA Super Cup. Not bad. But lads, we are in the Champions League final. So here is a look, hopefully for the last time, at a very, very impressive Sunderland side that we have put together. I absolutely love this squad. Like, if you've seen my rebuilds before, you would know that the sign of a good side, a good rebuild, is when I've got a great starting 11, but I've got a bench that allows us to have players step forward in case of injuries, in case of suspensions, and I honestly feel like we have that. What a team. Mbappe, Havertz, Ferreira, Erdegaard, the four horsemen of the apocalypse. But lads, it is time. The Champions League final, Sunderland versus Napoli. Here it is, lads. We have made it to the promised land. Now, we need to get the job done. Come on, lads. Looking for an early opportunity here. Mbappe, I see that man out wide. It's Kai Havertz. Tough angle, drags it back. Has the shot. Oh, what a save. Meretz has pulled that out early. Got to get them. I want to get in front of that and stop the cross coming in. It's a decent header from Diaz. And now an opportunity for a good counter-attack. I see the run being made there from Havertz. He's been an absolute handful for the Napoli defense. Looking for somebody in the middle. Dinks it. Ferreira! Oh, it needs to be a better finish in that situation. Come on, we've got to stop Napoli from getting any opportunities here. I'm giving them too many options. Well cleared. But they've won the header again there. Bruno going there. Has the shot! Oh my god, I think I had a mini heart attack. Come on. Down the left-hand side here, Alphonso Davies has the capabilities to push down and cause an issue. I see that right in the middle there. Locatelli! Oh my god, we're making Meret look like an absolute hero. Ousmane Dembele going through there to Trincao. I've got to get there. Tomori, what a tackle! Tomori with the crucial tackle. Oh, I've cleaned him up there. I bloody cleaned him up with Locatelli. Good stuff from Tomori, but it's full. Tammy Abraham, what are you doing, son? It's been a cagey bloody second half, lads. Napoli. Get that ball deep. Let it go for a goal kick. Good block. We're going to get there. We're going to stop it. Somebody get the ball away. Nah. They shoot it. Oh my god, it's straight into Maximiano's hands. Heart attack material. The referee's going to blow the full-time whistle. And it's a stalemate here. We're off to 30 more minutes. It is extra time in the Champions League final. My palms are sweating big time. Come on, lads. We need a strong start. Havertz has been so good in this game for us. Locatelli going there. Passing plays. Good run. Erdegaard. Come on. Erdegaard shoots it. Oh, it's another save. Get the follow-up. No, they're going to get there first. Come on, lads. Ferreira. Here we go. Mbappe. 1-2. Yes, good run, Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe, who's been caught up to. Tough angle. We're going to hold it up. We're going to go to Erdegaard. Green time. Then you put that in for a finish. How is that a green time finish? No goals in 120 minutes. I don't like this. We need to get our game face on because we are now off to a penalty shootout. Penalty shootout time, lads. Need a strong penalty to start things off here. Havertz hits it. Top right-hand corner. Beautiful stuff. Early save, please. We're going to hit it. Oh, they're going to miss it. Good. Advantage to us. Ferreira. Green times it. Oh, shit. We could have had that one saved. Dembele. Nice penalty from Dembele. 2-1. But if we keep scoring, we're going to win. Erdegaard. Good pen. Hits it. Sends the keeper the wrong way. We still have the advantage. Come on. A save here would be good. Trincao versus Maximiano. 3-2. Kylian. Come on, Kylian. Good penalty necessary. Nestle this one in the top corner. Green timed. Advantage Sunderland. Lads, I think if we save this penalty, we win. He's hit it over! We have won the penalty shootout and the Champions League final. Those were some shocking penalties at times there from Napoli, but we do the job. And lads, we have won the Champions League final with Sunderland. Oh my god, that was a little bit touch and go for a while there. What a shocking penalty, my god. But lads, if you enjoyed this rebuild, it has been an absolute honor. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like on the video. Subscribe down below if you're new around here. I will let you savor these title celebrations. It has been JarradHD here. I'm out. Peace.